I'm here float fishing at Willow Lakes.
What type of fish are you trying to catch, Isabel?
Tench and roach.
Yeah, and what bait are you using?
Maggots.
Do you want to show everyone how you cast?
Yeah.
Here you go. So remember how you do it. So catch your line, flip your bail on.
I know.
Well, can you pan around now? That's it. That's it. Stop there. Strike. Strike. Right, wind in. Cast again. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Right, watch that then. Strike. Ooh. Right, wind in there. You've got to cast that again.
It. I don't know where the hook is.
No, just wind in. No, you need to wind in a bit more. You need to wind in more. That's stop.
Is that the eye?
Perfect, that's perfect. Right, so if you can cast. Right.
That's perfect.
That is perfect, well done. Right, so get that out there.
I had a bite.
Yeah, no, wind in. A bit more, that's it.
Can you stop?
Right, strike. Wind in then.
I haven't lost it.
Swing it up to me.
Here we go.
Right, do you want to tell them what this is? This is a very small bream. So do you want to tell them?
It's a very small bream.
Okay, right.
Don't lose it.
I won't. There we go, he's gone back. So what we do is we're now going to put the bait on. Would you like to tell everybody how you put your maggots on, Isabel?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take your rod.
There
we go. If you want to hold the hook.
Hooked.
No, you're not going to get hooked. Right, so if you can show everybody, so spin round towards Amelia. No, spin round and explain what you do.
So you have to put the hook into its bottom. It won't get in. Won't go in. It won't go in.
Alright, do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
What Isabel was trying to show you is when you hook maggots, there's many different ways, but the best way to do it is to get the maggot, and you've got a pointy end and a flat end, and what you need to do is you need to ideally poke it through the flat end of the maggot, and then what you're left with is two very active maggots, but you've just got to nick the skin, because too much and you'll let all the juice out of the maggot. So Isabel's going to cast out again, see what we get next. Hang on a second, my darling. Right, there we go. Right, so can you just wind in a little bit, Isabel, because there's too much line out to cast. There you go. Right. A great cast. And then what we're doing is Isabel casts, we're actually firing at maggots, because what happens is that maggot now will sink down with what's going through, and if you can watch the float, there you go, she's got a bite strike. Missed it. So if you're not too far out of the area, it's no point in moving the float too far. Strike. I think he's just.
Missed it.
That's it. That's all right. Wind in. No, wind in, please.
Gonna strike.
Keep going. Right now, I need you to cast out again. It's not good, buddy. Right. So if you can cast. Right. Yeah, that's perfect. What we need to do. This happens quite a bit. Stop. This will happen quite a bit. When you get line on your reel like this, what you need to do is you need to strip the line off. And sometimes it wraps around the actual base of the reel, so you need to take your reel off, the spool of the reel, flick it over. Yeah, hold the line there.
Keep on winding. Wait, let me do it. Let me do it.
There you go. Right. Now can you wind in, please? That's it. Stop.
Got tired.
Right, now if you'd like to cast for me, remember, little tip, if you have that section of the bail arm close to your finger, it will come off the reel easy and you'll cast further. If you're not too. Right, stop. We'll stop this. So you've got some interest here. See how the float's bouncing round? Get ready to strike, Isabel. What I'd say now, sweetheart, is to wind in and cast back out again. Because if you've had no action within that period, it's because of this, look. If you can just pass me the hook.
Got no bait.
We've got no bait on. So we'll quickly rebait. There you go. Would you like to cast for me? No, no, no. That's it. So cast. Perfect. Absolutely spot on. Go on then, Iz. Can you do that again? That's not quite far enough, look. So wait till you've got yourself in a taffel again. Remember, I keep telling you, you've got to always make sure your line's tight. So, right, yeah, exactly. So what we need to do is flip the bail arm over and we'll strip the line because this can actually cause knots. See how that's come off? Right, okay. Right, wind in for me, my darling. That's lovely.
I need to keep on going.
There you go, and Isabel's into a fish. More luck than judgment, but she's into a little fish, look. You can lift up. Right, this has gone down the fish's throat, so we're going to have to disgorge the fish. So the most important thing whenever you're disgorging the fish is to get tension. Tension for me. And the fish is disgorged, that's a little roach, that is. So we'll change the bait again. Would you like to try sweet corn, see if one of the big carp is in the area? What we do with the sweet corn is we hook it through the shoulder of the kernel, we pass the hook through, and where possible try and push the hook out the bottom and then put it on the side like that. And if you can see, the hook point's actually proud of the sweet corn. Sometimes the hook, if you don't hook it right, the sweet corn will actually mask the hook point, and that can prevent you driving the hook home when you strike. So there you go. Would you wind in for me, Isabel, and then cast out, please?
There we go.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now we have to fit the bail arm over.
No, look what you're doing, you're just winding in. And you've got to always, when you do this, darling, straighten the line out here, put one hand up here. That's it. And now wind in with that one. Or do it the other way round, whatever's easiest for you. I'll do it for you, Dad. I'll do it. It's okay. Stop. Perfect. Look at that. Now what we've got now is the bites might not be as quick now because we've got sweet corn on. But what we'll do is we'll feed the sweet corn, and hopefully we'll draw in one of the many carp which is in this lake. We've had carp to £10 so far this holiday. Isabel's had them to 6, and we've caught them on standard carp fishing rigs, and we've caught a lot on float fishing. We're still to catch the tench which are in here and the chub, but so far we've had roach, rudd and carp. Watch that float, mate.
I am. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to tell the kids at home about why you go fishing, or what makes you happy when you're fishing?
It makes me happy when I fish because I catch loads of fish and it just makes me happy.
So what's your favourite type of fishing? Is it float fishing or feeder fishing or
float fishing?
And why do you like float fishing? Is it because you can watch the float sail away when you have a bite?
Yeah, you can.
And what do you think now you've learnt to cast? How long did that take you to learn?
About like.
Come on, look at the camera.
I don't know.
Look at the camera.
It took me
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
10 minutes. Right, we've drifted in now. What I would suggest, sweetheart, is to cast back out a little bit straighter. So wind in a little bit. Wind in. That's it. Wind in. A bit more. Stop. Oh, got no bait on that. Right, so if you can drop that off for me and lift it up, I'll put your bait on.
I don't want you to get hooked.
I'm not going to get hooked. It's a very shallow lake, this is.
Do you enjoy it, Isabel? Yeah.
Because she has to. This is her job. Right, answer her. She's the reporter. Right, so wind in a little bit and then just answer Amelia about... There you go. Right, so flip the bail on over and get that out there, sweet. That's a very good cast. Right, so what we'll do... Wait, that's it. Now wind in. Right, stop. Right, get ready. We're not precision fishing on this lake because there's so many fish in it. And to be fair, Isabel's casting's not quite up to the point where she can cast in the same position every time. But when you fish a place like this, there's so many fish in here that it doesn't really matter. When we progress, you'll see Isabel's progression. You'll see Isabel's progression and she'll be fishing a lot more accurately. But we're just working on the basics at the minute, which is casting and striking. And I'm explaining the feeding as we go along. What's that? What's that? What's that? Wind down a little bit, please. Strike. Oh, it's had your bait. When you strike, you've got to be a little bit more aggressive to set the hook, okay?
Dad,
Pass me that.
I don't want to be aggressive.
Well, no, he's not being aggressive, like being nasty. It's just so you can hit the hook, because these bites are coming very quick. It's a different thing. It's not being nasty. Right, cast out for us, love. Bring it round again. So there, that's it. Catch that finger. Good girl. Superb. Right. No. No, it's fine. Here you go. Wind it. Alright, that's it. You're in contact with the float now. Just a little bit more in. Stop. There we go. Put a bit of corn around this, shall we? Did you hear that noise then? That was a carp sucking at the surface. He's taking in all the little bits that are falling off the trees. You're not allowed to surface fish at this place. So what we're doing is we're having to fish fairly shallow to catch the fish that are cruising. I know we said we were going for tench earlier, but we've struggled all holiday really. So we're just focusing on what's working.
It's cool how like the shadows reflect into the water.
It is. Do you want to tell the kids at home? So tell the kids at home about the other things, and that's a goose, that is, sweetheart.
Well, the fish are getting intact with the float.
Yeah, just remember though, when you're doing this, just to turn around to the camera when you're talking. Okay? So we've got quite a lot of fishing plans, haven't we, in the future, but I've got to go and have an operation next week, so this is going to be mine and Izzy's last video for a little while. We might do some tie-in rigs and things like that, but it'll have to be stuff from home.
Some carp.
There's a big carp just under here which is honed in on the bait, which is fantastic because we know we're drawing them in now. But what we will be doing is we will keep a few videos every week or so going up, and we'll be tying rigs and things like that. And yeah, we'll try and keep people so they know what's going on with Isabel. This isn't always going to be just about Isabel's fishing. There'll be other things that Isabel likes to do.
There's a big carp over there.
There is, isn't there? Yeah, there's a carp right there. Mill, can you see that? Right.
It's getting really intact.
This is the bit where it gets exciting, because you know there's a big fish down there. It's just, will it take your bait? Will it take what you've got on offer for it?
But what we're trying to get is it to like get its lip hooked into it.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right, that is, Isabel.
Does it hurt when it goes down its throat?
If it goes down its throat, I'd imagine it would hurt, but when you catch it in the lip, I don't think it will. What we've just seen there is a big carp just kick away. So whatever was down there is actually moved off. So what we need to do is get a tiny bit more bait in. There are so many fish in this lake, you can't really overfeed it. I think the weather's helping. It's a scorching bank holiday. It's about 28 degrees now, and thankfully me and Isabel are sat in the shade.
Dad, later can we make some water balloons and do a
Yeah.
water balloon fight?
Yeah, you can have a water balloon fight, you can do what you want. You are on holiday after all.
And we can use that bubble machine.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We've just got to catch a nice carp for the channel. Once we've done that, you can go and play and do what you like.
I think something's got in touch with it. Look.
Yeah, something's down there, isn't it? We've not shotted the float right down here. We've kept it quite high because it's difficult for Isabel to see it properly sometimes, because if it's shot right down, when you're a little kid, you don't really focus on it because there's so much other stuff to look at. I mean, she's been looking at the trees, the shadows, the birds, swans and ducks and geese. So we try and leave it out just a little bit more than normal. If I was fishing, it would be a pinprick, so every bite that is on there would register. At this, it's just a more firm indication when that sails away.
It's really getting in touch with it now.
Yeah.
You can see there's a fish over there.
But like I said earlier, the plan for this channel is to follow Isabel from being a relative beginner all the way through to hopefully catching the big carp and catfish that me and some of my friends catch. I mean, I've got Jordan, who's a fantastic carp angler, so hopefully you'll see him in some of the videos. We got Isabel's godfather Lewis, he'll be fishing with us. Hopefully we're going to get down to Xenia and fish down at Angler's Paradise, and there's a couple of other places that I fish, you know, not frequently, but I fish quite a lot that I want to show Isabel. I mean, she's already caught golden tench. We want to catch some of the Angler's Paradise golden tench and koi. And you want your first big catfish, don't you?
I think, did I see Lewis when I was a baby?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. He was your godfather.
Was that the last time I saw him?
No, Lou came round just a little while ago, but Lewis has been poorly as well, hasn't he?
There's a spider there.
There is.
I don't want it to get hooked on my
It's fine.
thing. There's a load of fish getting in touch with it now. Oh, it's on my rod.
He's on your rod?
Yeah.
Let me get him then.
No, don't move him near here.
So we've got lots of spiders. We'll just move him out of the way because Isabel don't like spiders.
I like tarantulas, but not...
Yeah, you like the big ones, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like the small ones.
Do you want to tell them what happened with the tarantulas?
I've held a tarantula before.
And how did that come about?
Good. It was very...
How did it happen? What was it, through school or...?
School.
Yeah. Can you see down here, Amelia? There's plenty of fish moving in.
There's carp
a big
there.
carp just down here, which is hopefully honing in on Isabel's corn. So we've got to be ready, and these are the times where it's really exciting. He's just swimming by, and he's actually just taken the line with him a little bit. So we know that's not a bite. When that float moves like that, we know that that's just the fish's tail disturbing the water around the float. So if we chuck a bit more bait in to hold him here.
Maggots actually turn into flies.
They do, and we've got varying stages of the maggot's life here. We've got the actual maggot, which is here, and then what we've also got is we've got the next stage, which is a chrysalis stage, which us fishermen call casters. These are fantastic baits when you're on running water for roach and bream and the like. We're not using these today. These are a bit too far gone, and I think that one's actually going to float. Yeah, he's a floating one. So we're just focusing on using the corn and the maggot. So we have had these maggots for about 3 days. We bought these from Willie's Worms. It's where I get most of our bait from, to be fair.
There's another one.
Yeah, right, watch this then. Watch your float, Liv.
There's another one.
Do you want to check if there's any bait on there, and then what we'll do is we'll lower it down into this area again? So,
yeah.
Because we've not had any action on it. Right, that explains everything. We've actually not got our corn on. So I will quickly hook us back up. So one of the littler fish would have plugged that off. No, down here.
There's a big carp.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lower this down in front of this carp down here. and hopefully we can mug him off. Mugging him off is just dropping it on his nose.
There's loads of carp down here.
Watch your float.
It's exciting
Oh, look
but
at the tail
scared.
patterns down here, these big swirls. We've got the fish in the area. It's just about getting them to take our bait.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready, Isabel?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Because
Scared.
when this goes, because this is a shallow lake, they can't dive down. They just run. So what we have got is we've got the
Dad,
clutch
don't
set,
do that.
so it can take line. So we're not going to lose anything on the take.
Don't do that. Why did you go move it?
Because I'm just showing people, Izzy, about how we fish.
Oh,
Oh, look at these coming in. There's plenty of fish in this swim now, and they're really close in. If you were fishing a match, you'd normally start further out and then move back in. We've
there's a
literally just
geese
got
near
down here.
Amelia.
There's a goose just near Mill. Mill, you're on the Mill. You've got to keep that camera level, love. Don't get the try. That's it. Well done. Tilt it down then. Push the handle up. There you go. Oh,
Dad, what did you do?
you weren't watching, love. You weren't watching, so we need to get this out here. We need to
I
get
was
these nuggets out.
watching.
Okay then.
Put it right where that carp
You want it right?
is.
You want me to drop it out for you?
No, that's not where
It
carp
is. It is. There you go. Go. You
Has
drop him out. That's it. There you go. That's right on his nose. That is, Isabel. Look at all this going on down here, Mill. Oh, just to introduce Amelia, she's our camera lady. She interviewed Izzy on the first one. Swing it out. We need to go a little bit further out, my darling. I'll do it.
There.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, Amelia's Isabel's big sister, and she does all our filming, and she's going to learn to edit the films with me.
They're not really
She's not so much into her fishing, but she does enjoy her photography and filming, and the dance mainly. So you might hear. Well done, well done. This wasn't the target species, but it's a nice roach nonetheless. Attention. Again, disgorge your job, get him back in as quick as possible.
Let's get some sweet corn on that hook.
Okay. Isabel, would you like to put it back out there, darling?
Right there.
We need to be a bit further out, love. We need to be about there. Perfect. Well done. Sit down then quickly.
I really wish those people would be quiet.
Well, everyone's on holiday, so they're allowed to have a chat and whatnot. It's a lovely place here at Willow Lakes, isn't it, Isabel?
Yeah,
You met some nice people, you met some new friends, haven't you?
but one's gone home.
Yeah, one's gone home.
There's a